Welcome to Real Action Wrestling. I'll see you there. Yeah! Welcome everyone for another episode of Real Action Wrestling. We are coming to you live from Tokyo, Japan, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be one hell of a show. I mean, we have an action-packed lineup here for you guys tonight. We are going to kick things off when we see Iron Bison taking on Andre Myatt, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like we are going to be joined by Robbie Cutthroat as his music is playing right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to see him a little bit later on taking on Crimson Wolf. That's going to be one hell of a match. Robbie Cutthroat just getting attacked just a few short weeks ago in the locker room, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see that he is back and he is healthy. But he has one hell of a tough opponent tonight going against Crimson Wolf, who made his debut, made his first presence known here in Real Action Wrestling. When we seen him attack Casey Moran, our first ever World Heavyweight Champion, which if you guys did not see, I would suggest going back and watching it. It was one hell of a show. We've crowned our first ever World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, Nick White defended the Celtic Roots Championship. It was an amazing performance on everyone, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get to see what Robbie Cutthroat has on his mind here tonight, live from Tokyo. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, if everybody could just pipe down for a minute, I got something to say. I know I got a big match tonight with Crimson Wolf. But I want to address what happened 2 weeks ago. After my matchup, I was in the back. I was getting ready to leave the arena when bam, I'm knocked out. Fast forward a few hours, I'm being helped in the back by medical assistants. And I see the videotape. This masked marauder coming out of the woodwork. Been beating everybody up. Well, you beat up the wrong hombre, and I'm gunning for you, Mr. Mystery Man. As soon as I find out who you are, your ass is grass. And with that being said, tonight, Crimson Wolf, it's you versus the demigod. And as far as I know, you're that masked man who took me out and laid out 4 other superstars. As far as I'm concerned, it is you. And when we step foot in the ring later on tonight, I'm gonna do to you exactly what I would do to him. So if I was you, I wouldn't come out to the ring here tonight. I would stay as far away from me as you can. And if that means leaving the building, going to the airport, and flying to wherever country you come from, then that's what I would do. Because if you come to the ring going balls deep, it's gonna be the least of your concern. I'm making an example out of you tonight, Crimson Wolf, and you can take that to the bank. Now all you anal jobbers out there, bow in worship to the only true demigod in pro wrestling, Robbie Cutthroat. And if he has the balls to show up, if he doesn't heed my warning, I guarantee you, Crimson Wolf will be on his hands and knees later tonight.
Wow, there you have it, guys. It seems like Robbie Cutthroat is ready to take on Crimson Wolf, and that masked man, like, who's still running around Real Action Wrestling, we have no idea who the hell that could be. I mean, I'm very curious to see what happens, but ladies and gentlemen, up next we are going to see Iron Bison taking on Andre Maia. Don't go away, because we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. There you see Andre Maia making his way down to the ring here. Andre Maia's looking to land a spot here in Real Action Wrestling. I mean, a contract is on the line. If all he has to do is beat Iron Bison, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is definitely worth the contract. Andre Maia has his hands full here tonight. He's going against a tough opponent who's also making his Real Action Wrestling in-ring debut, and that's Iron Bison. And we've seen Iron Bison at Brawl for All as he attacked Channing Decker. Hardcore Channing Decker, ladies and gentlemen, has been pretty well known around Real Action Wrestling. Like I called it weeks ago, he is going to be a fan favorite, and he lays everything on the line. And he came down and attacked Channing Decker after his match with Nick White for the Celtic Roots Championship. We've seen Iron Bison picking him up over his head and tossing him over the top rope through a table. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, that's on our pay-per-view Brawl for All. If you guys didn't see it, you guys missed out on a lot. But Iron Bison, like, he is a force to be reckoned with, and now his first ever match is against Andre Maia. This is going to be one hell of a contest to kick things off, ladies and gentlemen. But also, don't forget, up next, we are going to see Crimson Wolf going one-on-one with Robbie Cutthroat. That's going to be one hell of a contest there. And in our main event, we are going to see Casey Moran, the newly crowned World Heavyweight Champion of Real Action Wrestling, going one-on-one with Tommy Dyer. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, that has a pay-per-view matchup written all over it, as there you see Iron Bison making his way down to the ring in Tokyo, Japan here tonight. I mean, Iron Bison, he has been in the ring with a lot of good guys over the years, ladies and gentlemen. He has been world champions in almost every company he's been through. But you know what? He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He likes a little bit of the extreme side as well. As you can tell, right off rip, going after a guy like Hardcore Channing Decker. I mean, what is Bison thinking here? But I cannot wait to see what he and Andre Maia go to do here tonight. Andre Maia is another guy who's a very technical wrestler and knows his way in around that squared circle. And he is going to be tested at all cylinders here tonight. We're going to see what it's going to be like against Andre Maia going against this big man right now. I mean, Iron Bison, I can't put in words. I really and truly can't. This man is a force to be reckoned with. One of probably the strongest men on the roster. He is definitely a big, big lad and could definitely break any bone in your body anytime he wants, really. There you see him making his way down to the ring here. I mean, this is going to be one hell of a fight as Iron Bison now making his way up into that ring. Andre Maia has a lot on the line right now, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this man has a contract just dangling in his face, and the only thing he has to do is beat that man. I mean, to be honest, he has a better chance of being struck by lightning, I think, than getting through Iron Bison, but that is just me, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want to count Andre Maia out by any means. He's one hell of a superstar, and we are going to see exactly what he has here tonight as the referee, ladies and gentlemen, is ready to start this matchup. Let's see what happens. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a dominating performance by Iron Bison, just absolutely destroying Andre Maia. I cannot put in words what a debut for Iron Bison here in Tokyo, Japan. Just makes it absolute quick work of Andre Maia, just going right through that man. I mean, this is just the start for Iron Bison. I know big things are coming his way. I mean, how could they not after a performance like that? I mean, he just blew Real Action Wrestling right out of the water, just walking through Andre Maia. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here at Real Action Wrestling. welcome back, everyone. During our commercial break, we seen Iron Bison have a little bit of an altercation as Channing Decker made his way down to the ring here, folks. Let's go to the Real Action replay so we can show you guys what happened. There you see Iron Bison making his way up to the ramp, ladies and gentlemen, and Channing Decker waiting for him at the top as these two guys have started trading blows during the commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Channing Decker is definitely not going to sit back and let Iron Bison get away with what he got away with at Brawl for All, as I'm very curious of what's going to take place between these two superstars as officials and security had to hold these guys back, ladies and gentlemen. Wait just a second. That is Carter Andrews. Oh my God, he is the commissioner of Real Action Wrestling. I mean, what is he doing here tonight? This must be a pretty big deal if this man has flown all the way to Tokyo, Japan to talk to General Manager Dr. Feinstein, ladies and gentlemen. As there you see him making his way into the office. I mean, what could this possibly be? Wait a minute, they have a phone here, folks. Let's see if we can get a camera angle on what they're watching right now.
Who is the mystery man behind the hood? Who is the man attacking every single one of you since day one of this business? Who has been the one to destroy your plans of becoming a world champion? Who is the one that attacked you the moment you had victory in your hands? Who is the one that walked backstage and dropped you on your head where you stood? There's only been one man. And it's not a fan that has gone crazy. It's not someone you already know in that locker room. But it is a name underneath the mask. And now it's time for all of you to feel that anger.
It's time for all of you to see the one beneath the mask. It has always been me. Since RAW started, Mason was the man destroying your dreams. Because everything belongs to me. And now Mason's law is in effect. And all of you want revenge. I want you to give it your best shot. Because I already put you down, didn't I? I did that for weeks! And none of you guessed it was Dylan Mason. None of you saw it because you're all just blind. But now you know. Now it has been revealed. RAW has signed Dylan goddamn Mason. And that is a problem for each and every one of you.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Mason was the man in the mask that's been attacking superstars since Real Action Wrestling opening its doors. Oh my God, what a game changer. Dylan Mason is in Real Action Wrestling as that hooded figure. I guarantee this man here has something to say about that, as he is one of the superstars that Dylan Mason attacked. I mean, Dylan Mason has just put a huge target on his back coming into Real Action Wrestling. I am literally at a loss for words right now, ladies and gentlemen. I really and truly am. I cannot believe that Dylan Mason was the man behind the attacks all along. I mean, what does this mean for Real Action Wrestling? I mean, wow, so many questions, ladies and gentlemen, so many questions. As there you see Robbie Cutthroat making his way down to the ring as he's getting ready to take on Crimson Wolf, who made his little appearance there at Brawl for All, attacking Casey Moran after winning his first ever Real Action Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship, becoming the first ever Real Action Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, that was definitely a big moment for Casey Moran, and have it ruined like that by Crimson Wolf. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, Casey Moran is most definitely not going to stand for that, that's for sure. As he's probably going to have something to say about it, ladies and gentlemen. As there you see Robbie Cutthroat now just taunting the crowd in Tokyo, Japan. I mean, he is not a well-liked superstar by any means, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Robbie Cutthroat is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and we have him right here in Real Action Wrestling. And I can honestly say it's an honor to have a guy like Robbie Cutthroat being a part of a brand of Real Action Wrestling. It's a pretty big deal. As there you see right there, ladies and gentlemen, up next we're going to see Nick White having a few words in regards to Brawl for All and the Celtic Roots Championship. I cannot wait to see what he has to say as we patiently await the arrival of Crimson Wolf. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Crimson Wolf. is officially in Real Action Wrestling. I mean, this is going to be an absolute barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to come down here and make his presence felt here tonight in Tokyo. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, before this match kicks off, let's see what Crimson Wolf had to say about going into this match tonight with Robbie Cutthroat.
It's a song of the sea. Row me, bully boys, row. I sing you a song if you listen to me. Row me, bully boys, row. And it's row me, bully boys, we're in a hurry, boys. We got a long way to go. And we'll sing and we'll dance, bid farewell to friends. Row me, bully boys, row. For centuries, brave men have been roaming around the sea to discover new land for us to possess. We drink the water, we use the land for living, we use the weather for energy. We are the consumers of Mother Earth. And Mother Earth is the one that we need to thank for that, right? No. Those brave men that took their boats and became the talk of the story, those we need to thank. And we, Dutch guys, we were a big part of that history, but we never got the recognition that we deserve. Me, a Dutch wrestler, has took the boat to come to Canada and be there for you. And you can all thank me! Nobody was expecting for me to become the talk of the story when I became a star among the sky of those who are generic in our lives. And you, Casey Moran, you are a perfect example of a generic. Everybody was expecting for Casey Moran to outshine the Crimson Wolf 3 years ago. You were the parade horse in our team, bro. But I took the shine away. A rookie. A Dutch guy that has a big part of your history became the talk of the town. So I needed to do what I needed to do, Casey. I needed to help you remind that the bigger predator is always watching. And now Robbie Cutthroat is just, I'm sorry, collateral damage, bro. Yeah, sorry, Father, but it is. It is. He's just there, in my way, to finally grab what I always wanted to grab, a role in history. Then they will thank the Dutch, finally, for all the herbs they are using in their recipes. Then they will thank the Dutch, finally, for being such a success to our Mother Earth. You filthy overseas are just in my way. Robbie, I'll sing you a song on your funeral. I'll sing you a song, it's a song of the sea. Row me, bully boys, row.
Crimson.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Some strong words from Crimson Wolf going into this matchup. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this man is World Heavyweight Championship material. There's no doubt about that. But tonight he is faced against a top opponent that is Robbie Cutthroat. And Robbie's looking to get a little bit of revenge, as Robbie Cutthroat just seems a little bit frustrated, ladies and gentlemen, about who that was attacked him. And like he said earlier, he definitely picked the wrong guy, as Robbie Cutthroat now going to take it a little bit of frustrations out on Crimson Wolf. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, when this bell rings, this is going to be one hell of a show. Either man, this one's a tough one to choose, ladies and gentlemen. It really and truly is. I couldn't put in words of who I think is going to win, but the referee seems ready to get this match on the way here, so let's see what happens. Crimson Wolf just laying right hand after right hand to Robbie Cutthroat as he's rolling out of the ring here. Robbie Cutthroat looks like he just had enough of this, ladies and gentlemen. He just had enough with Crimson Wolf, and I can't believe that Robbie Cutthroat is literally just going to walk away from this contest. As you see him right there, he just had enough. Robbie, don't you? There's Crimson Wolf, not even giving him the opportunity. Lands a stiff right hand. Now Crimson Wolf just tossing Robbie Cutthroat's head off the apron. Now tossing him back into the ring here, folks. I mean, he's not going to let him go that easy now, is he? As Crimson Wolf really taking it to Robbie Cutthroat. Wait just a minute there. There's Casey Moran. Casey, what the hell is he doing down here right now? As Robbie Cutthroat and Crimson Wolf still going at it in the middle of the ring here, folks. As Crimson Wolf gets tossed on the rope. Now Casey Moran is grabbing the leg of Crimson Wolf, and Robbie Cutthroat looks to capitalize on the opportunity and just taking down Crimson Wolf, hitting him from behind. Now Robbie Cutthroat picking him up and driving the head of Crimson Wolf into the mat with that balls deep DDT. We got a 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat leaving victorious here tonight with the assist by Casey Moran. Like I said, there's no way Casey Moran was going to stand for that, as it looked like it's an eye for an eye, ladies and gentlemen. Crimson Wolf ruining Casey Moran's big World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. You know, soaking up the glory, becoming the first ever World Heavyweight Champion, and Casey Moran returning the favor by ruining Crimson Wolf's debut match against Robbie Cutthroat. Look at Robbie Cutthroat just soaking it all up. Big congratulations to Robbie Cutthroat, I guess, after Casey Moran helping him out. As there you see Casey Moran just clapping on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot put into words of what just took place. I mean, things are just getting real hot between Crimson Wolf and Casey Moran. But let's go backstage so we can talk to Nick White and see what he has to say about the Celtic Roots Championship.
That's right. I'm here to speak to you all in Real Action Wrestling as your Celtic Roots champion. I want to say a couple words about how much I'm really enjoying my time here. And despite the fact that I was robbed of a chance at the World Heavyweight Championship, and the guy that helped rob me is now the World Heavyweight Champion, I really think that this is more fitting. To walk around with this belt. The first champion of Real Action Wrestling. And to that end, I have had a lot of fun defending it. I mean, look at everything that me and Channing Decker did last week. Tables and ladders and all sorts of happy horse shit. It's good stuff. So, let's talk about what's next. Well, it seems like there's a lot of people here who think they deserve a shot at my title. Who think they deserve to be champions. I mean, Tommy Dyer's running around, my best friend. I'm sure Robbie Cutthroat wants another shot. Dave Barron, a great athlete. That monster that made his debut after my match, because he didn't want to get in the ring with me the way he's ducked me for years, Iron Bison. So, let's do this. How about my next title defense is going to be a open challenge to the Real Action Wrestling roster. If you think you got enough to take this from me, come prove it. Aces up, bitch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Nick White issuing an open challenge to any single superstar on the Real Action Wrestling roster. And I don't know about that, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot of tough customers walking in that door of Real Action Wrestling. I mean, so much talent here in Real Action Wrestling. I can't wait to see who accepts that challenge. But let's go back and see what Tommy Dyer had to say before this matchup here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, or whatever it is that you identify as, tonight for your viewing pleasure, we take you back to the classics. An epic saga that, much like the Fast and Furious series, never seems to want to fucking end. It is a tale that has been going on and on and on for years and years and years. A saga, a story, a gripping drama filled with comedy and violence and violence and more violence and more violence and so much violence and more violence so you can shake a kendo stick at.
the story of Tommy Dyer and Casey Moran. Now, champ, I do understand you have the Wolf Man in the back of your mind, but you realize that if you overlook me here tonight, and you know this, that I can make all your hopes and dreams disappear in an instant. Because I've done it before, haven't I, Mr. Champion? It just seems that every time you find a little success in this world, there I am as the obstacle in front of your next hurdle. I am the obstacle that stands in your way each and every time. I am inevitable. Tonight, Mr. Champion, will be no different. For the guarantees of 3 in life, death, taxes, and Dyer beats Moran have never rung more true than here in Real Action Wrestling.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer just telling Casey Moran flat out, you better not overlook a guy like Tommy Dyer. This man is coming off an impressive win over Tyler Throne at Brawl for All, even though TJ Blair kind of had a little bit of a hand in it. A win's a win, and Tommy Dyer is definitely on a roll here in Real Action Wrestling. As that man has World Heavyweight Championship written all over him one day, ladies and gentlemen. But we are now patiently waiting for the first ever Real Action Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion to make his way down to the ring. And there you see him, ladies and gentlemen, Casey Moran sporting the new World Heavyweight Championship as he makes his way down to the ring. But also, Casey Moran had a few words to say as during our commercial break. Let's go see what Casey Moran had to say about tonight's match.
Yeah, well, you know what? I know, you want to know why I just cost Crimson Wolf his debut here at RAW. Well, it's plain and simple. Last week at the Brawl for All was my biggest night in professional wrestling when I became the inaugural Raw Heavyweight Championship, beating the likes of Dave Barron, Joey Taylor, and Tyrion Blair. But Crimson Wolf had to make it all about him. He wanted the spotlight. He couldn't just wait to his debut to face Robbie Cutthroat. No, he wanted to use me as a pillar, as a stepping stone to prove his dominance. We all know that Crimson Wolf is making waves in the wrestling world. We can read it in the PWI magazine. We read it on the web. Well, tonight, I made sure that Crimson Wolf was brought down to reality, because he needs to realize that you do not cross the RAW Heavyweight Champion, the leader, the creator, the innovator, the architect of the ultraviolet movement, Casey Moran. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go beat Tommy Dyer for the 100,000th time. Now get out of my face.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Real Action Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion just basically sent a message out to Crimson Wolf that he does not care that he ruined his little debut match here tonight. Don't step across from the man, the Real Action Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, and that is Casey Moran, as this crowd gets ready to see the main event here tonight. This is going to be one hell of a matchup. I mean, big opportunity for Tommy Dyer stepping across the ring from the World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, if he beats Casey Moran tonight, you would think he'd be definitely a top contender to take on Casey Moran for that World Heavyweight Championship. But who knows, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get ready to see what happens in just a few short moments as the referee's ready to call for the bell here to get this one underway. Here we go, let's see what happens. Wait just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Crimson Wolf is going to make his way down to the ring. These guys are far from over here tonight as Casey Moran now waits for Crimson Wolf to come down. And wait just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Casey turn around. Crimson Wolf's right there as Crimson Wolf just picks up Casey Moran and is driving the neck into the mat, ladies and gentlemen. Crimson Wolf coming down here. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer trying to make his way over to Casey Moran as the referee didn't see what just took place. We got a 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Dyer squeaks another win here in Real Action Wrestling. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Casey Moran just got laid out by Crimson Wolf. There you see on the Real Action replay as the referee had no idea what just took place. As, oh my God, Casey Moran laid flat out, and another victory here for Tommy Dyer in Real Action Wrestling. I mean, what does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? Crimson Wolf and Casey Moran definitely have a hot hatred for one another. And Tommy Dyer definitely taking advantage of the sweet situation, just getting a cover there. As you see, another win for Tommy Dyer here in Real Action Wrestling. As Tommy Dyer just wiping the hands, ladies and gentlemen. But that's all the time we have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. And until next time, until we see you here on Real Action Wrestling.